Sup everybody, it's Luke James, not the singer, back after a long hiatus to give you an album review of August Alsina's recent release, Testimony. Now this just came out and it's been getting a lot of buzz because not only is it getting buzz for the album itself, it's getting buzz because recently August Alsina made a bit of a splash, if you will, on 106 & Park when Keisha Shante was asking him a bunch of questions he didn't want to answer, and he said, "I don't want to talk about that shit." Which, ooh, you swore on 106 & Park in front of a bunch of kids. Oh my god, they probably never heard that swear word before. They're on 106 & Park. BET. They listen to rap music, R&B music. It's not a big fucking deal. Anyway, the album starts with a song called Testimony. And on Testimony, he's giving his testimony. He's talking about things he's experienced, such as his father having an addiction and not being around, troubles he's had getting along with his mom, dealing drugs, his brother being shot, just the typical sort of hood story type of shit that we're all very familiar with. But I found this interesting because it's rare that you get that type of content on an R&B album. And his lyricism, not just on this song, but on a couple of other songs, really shines through because he's good at painting a vivid picture, which is great to have a R&B street cat like this who can really lay it down and make you visualize things. Another song like this is Mama, where it's all about the lessons his mama told him and how he's proud that he made it now and she can be happy because he's successful and he can give her everything she wants. Another song, Benediction, that's at the end where it sort of has that religious feel and he's, you know, singing about God and how he made it and yada yada. That's a common theme on the album, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you expect rappers, singers from the hood, anyone from the hood to, you know, have that story, that street narrative where they can explain what they've experienced because that's how they relate to people who are in the same situations. Which brings me to the song right there where August Alsina is saying, if you know, had to deal drugs, I've been right there. If you've been homeless, I've been right there. So through these stories, he's really able to connect with his audience. But it's not all about that, because as you got to expect on an R&B, hip-hop album, whatever you want to call it, he does have some songs that are a little uninspired. Songs like Porn Star, for example. Once I saw that was on there, I knew what it was going to be about. You know what it's going to be about. You don't have to really think about it. Porn star. Oh, it's going to be about having sex like a porn star. Which it basically is because the chorus says, she rides me like a porn star. Not much else I can say about that song. Whatever. Another uninspired song, Numb. That has B.O.B. on it. A couple other people, I forget, because it was an uninspired song. It didn't really reach me. It's just all about how he's so fucked up that he's numb. So it is what it is. It's a good party song. If you're drinking and popping bottles, hitting up the club, you might want to turn that shit up. That's what it was made for. But songs like that don't usually have a lot of longevity. They sort of come and go. And even though he had to have them on the album, it sort of took away from the whole experience for me. Now, I'm not sure if he could do a whole album where it's all street narrative, talking about what he's been through, his experiences, the struggle, because maybe that would be a little depressing and one-dimensional. But the first couple songs sort of set you up for that, because that's how he leads into this album. You know, the album peaks at about 5 songs in, I found. Even after the 5th song, there's still some ups and some downs, but for the most part, it just, you know, you start an album off and the first couple songs are good and you're like, oh shit. If this album is like this all the way through, it's going to be a straight up classic. That's how I felt listening to this album. But then I was, you know, oh shit, that's good. Yeah, I like that. What? Porn star, what? And then from there it was kind of down, then up. There's, you know, there's songs on there that just are uninspired, like I already said. But one of the other good songs on there, because I feel like I'm getting too negative now, is Ghetto. And the content's sort of uninspired. It's just about how he likes ghetto girls, and it has Yo Gotti on there, which, you know, he's not a lyrical mastermind. He's not really going to paint you that vivid of a picture unless it's about bricks or some shit. But it's a good song. It has the type of beat that, you know, has that late night creep feel to it. Yo Gotti has a sing-songy flow in his verse that's pretty catchy. And speaking of the beat, you know, I said how the beat has that, you know, late night feel to it, late night creep feel to it. The production on this album is on point pretty much from start to finish. There's a lot of different producers involved, but it has a very cohesive feel. Like, there's not a lot of beats that really sound out of place, which I always appreciate when an artist can do that. But even though the beats flow into one another, the content sort of shifts. You know, like I said, there's the street songs where he's really coming with the lyricism and painting pictures, and then next thing you know, it's about how this girl rides him like a porn star. And songs about getting fucked up. But you have to forgive that, you know, you got to expect that. That's Those are the singles. That's what sells. I mean, I Love This Shit was on the Product 2, I believe, his mixtape, and we saw the video for that quite a while ago, but that's on this album. That's the song that really gave everybody a buzz as to August Alsina was, and I like that song. It's a good song. I don't hate songs like that. You gotta have bouncy, fun songs. You can't have an entire sad, depressing album if you're doing, you know, R&B, poppy type of shit. That's just not gonna happen. But my favorite song on the album actually is You Deserve, which is all about how he's saying this girl deserves better than him, and it sort of has a more traditional R&B feel to it. You know, it doesn't have all the street shit involved in it, so it felt kind of like a throwback, I guess you could say. You listen to it, you'll know what I mean. But, you know, I could go on and go track by track by track, but I'm not going to do that. I already touched on a bunch of them. But one more track I'll mention is FML, Fuck My Life. It features Pusha T on it. I have to mention that because I know some of you, your dicks get so hard for Pusha T. I don't understand it. He's a good rapper, but he's never really blown me away. He's just always been Pusha T from the clips, but he's on there, so maybe that'll make you check the rest of the album out. FML is the song title, Fuck My Life. It's sort of a depressing thing. They rap and sing about how sometimes they feel down, they feel like saying fuck my life. Even when they feel up, they feel down. So, you know, you got that type of depressing shit on there. I don't really want to listen to that. I'd rather feel up all the time, but, you know, it is what it is. Some people are going to relate to that. Can't expect an artist to make an album where the whole thing relates to everybody. That's just pretty much impossible to do. That would be an amazing feat. That would probably only happen once every 10 years or something. But all in all, I got to give this album about a 3.5 out of 5 because there is that good lyrical content on it, and August does show a lot of depth, but it really does peak fairly early into the album, and then you're left with some songs that are just, I said uninspired a bunch of times already, but that's the word that fits, because it's just like, let's just make a song called Porn Star, and it'll be about sex like a porn star. Let's just make a song called Numb, and it'll be about being fucked up, so you're numb. You know, that's just simple shit like that. But simple shit reaches simple minds, I guess. I'm a fucking genius, so that stuff doesn't work on me. Not really. But, you know what? Check the album out. I highly recommend it. Even though it sounds like I kind of bashed it, there's some good things on there. If you like R&B, you're going to find some R&B shit on there you like. If you like street lyrics, you're going to find some shit on there that you like. You might even be able to relate to what August Alsina is saying, you know, rapping about coming from the ghetto. So check the album out, 3.5 out of 5. It is good. I don't think it's going to have a whole lot of longevity. I think after a couple listens, you know, all the trunk rattlers on there are going to get old to you. But it is what it is. It's worth checking it out. August Alsina, Testimony. Luke James BGN is back, so please like my videos, discuss them with me, comment, share, you know all that shit, because I've been gone for like a year, and I'm rebuilding now, so I really need your guys' help to help me get back to where I want to be, which is at the top. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.